Hi everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Coyote Picture Club. Every month on the show, we pick a new actor and decide on their Mount Rushmore of their 4 defining films or 4 best performances, 4 films in which we think encapsulate their career. Today is week 2 of Adam Sandler, and we're talking about Punch Drunk Love. Socially awkward and volatile small business owner Barry Egan meets the love of his life after being threatened by a gang of scammers. Directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, starring Adam Sandler. Today I'm joined by...
Carly.
Carly, what are we drinking today?
Today I wanted to really go along with the theme and be making sure that my drink is like evocative of the movie. Therefore, I got us Kool-Aid Jammers Tropical Punch Drunk Love.
I wanted a beer.
I haven't had one of these when was the last time you had a Kool-Aid Jammer?
I bought them at university because they were cheap. They were like $2 for
Really?
like the whole kit. Yeah, they were dirt cheap. So I just have boxes of Kool-Aid Jammer under my bed.
No way. I think because my parents never bought me Kool-Aid Jammers. We were like a juice box, iced tea, or like the frozen juice mix. We didn't do the Kool-Aid Jammers, but our family friends did, and they had a pool. So during like summer pool vibes, you'd like swim all morning, and then you'd come out and have like a soggy sandwich and Kool-Aid Jammer.
Carly, why do you love Punch Drunk Love?
I love Punch Drunk Love. I'm so excited to be the guest for this one. I think it's just a beautiful, like secretly really beautiful, maybe not so secret, but I rewatched it the first time I saw it. I thought it was great. I thought it was funny. I thought like it was the first film I saw where I was truly wowed by Adam Sandler, I think. Because I think I saw Uncut Gems before. I think so. I think I saw Uncut Gems before, but it still kind of just felt like, oh, this is what it looks like when this is just Adam Sandler when the cameras are off. Like I'm like, I don't know. It felt, or it even just felt like another caricature. And even though Barry Egan is very like heightened and you don't really come across people in your day-to-day life who are like Barry, I still found him to be very touching. And I just think I was really struck this watch by like how romantic it is, how like lovely it is, and I just love like passionate characters. So even though he seems like I really love that he's always trying to make himself seem small and normal, but he can't help but just like burst with emotions. And I thought that was really impactful, this viewing experience. It's very realistic, weirdly, because it's like when you like fall in love or you meet someone that you really connect with, you kind of revert back to these like, I don't know, it even just feels like sometimes you're just going off of like caveman instinct. And it's just like you find someone who can make you feel like the truest form of yourself isn't like angry or just ugly. And I really loved their connection this time around. And I thought all its weirdness was super fun to watch. And I just love it, and I can't wait to talk more and learn more because I know you've done your research.
I've done my research. I mean, this might be the episode so far that I've been most excited to do. I don't think this is my favorite movie we've done on the podcast. That would probably still be Scarface.
Okay.
But this is the best director that we've covered on the podcast.
Totally.
So I'm very excited to get into Paul Thomas Anderson. I think there was a lot in your answer that I want to talk about.
Okay.
And first off is when you said this was the first movie in which I was really wowed by Sandler. I didn't have that experience because growing up I watched so many Adam Sandler movies that it was kind of for a given in my mind that he's a great actor. A great dramatic actor I didn't know. So when I come across this movie in high school, when I'm first really getting into Paul Thomas Anderson, and that's kind of the lens at which I'm going into this movie,
right,
Sandler blew me away. Because I'd never seen him give a dramatic performance like this. I think I saw this before I saw Uncut Gems. And I think the experience that you had was the experience that people had in 2002 when this came out. There's that great interview that they did with him at Cannes,
right,
where they've got the whole cast. It's him, it's Sandler, it's Emily Watson, it's Philip Seymour Hoffman. They're all on the Cannes jury, and the journalists are asking questions. And so many of the questions keep coming back to, why did you cast Adam Sandler?
Because didn't like the producers like not want him to cast Adam
It's
Sandler?
just PTA is at the time this young virtuosic filmmaker. He had made Boogie Nights at that point, Magnolia at that point. You had directors like Stanley Kubrick and Ingmar Bergman being like, this is one of our great filmmakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Kubrick invites PTA to the set of Eyes Wide Shut. That's how he meets Tom Cruise for Magnolia. Mm-hmm. Bergman says Magnolia revived American film. Mm-hmm. And it's like he's obviously this almost prodigy-like figure. Even his first film, Heart 8, is really great. It's like a spin on a banal American crime thriller. Mm-hmm. So then he takes this hard left turn. Magnolia was this 3-hour sprawling epic. It was riffing on these like Altman-esque ensembles. Mm-hmm.
And this one just cracks 90 minutes.
It's a 90-minute romantic comedy where he casts Adam Sandler. And we talked about this a lot on the Happy Gilmore episode. The critics were against him. Yeah. He was kind of a punching bag. So why would this virtuosic filmmaker, one of my 3 favorite filmmakers ever, who I think is also the greatest screenwriter ever, choose Adam Sandler to be the lead of his movie? Mm-hmm. And PTA's answer was that Sandler made him happy.
Yeah.
And I think the reason PTA chooses Sandler is because Sandler is really fucking good.
He's so charming, and like even though when he's going balls to the wall, or it's just like, oh my gosh, like answer that person, or do like he just is always so caught up in what he's doing. I can't help but like root for him and sit there and see it through, and like I love how it opens. It's just him in a room, and you're like, can't wait to like what's gonna happen? Where am I? Like I love it.
And he's tapped into something, Sandler here, almost silent comedy-esque. Like, with the big suit, he moves a little like Chaplin as the Tramp. I mean, stylistically, the movie also has a lot of silent film qualities. Like
when he's carrying the, like, harpsichord.
When he's carrying the harpsichord. I also think of when they hold hands for the first time in Hawaii. How that kind of, like, iris zoom, how it goes black and there's the circle around their hands. Yeah. It's such a silent film thing. It's what you see Charlie Chaplin walk off with the girl in the Gold Rush or something like that.
You almost could make this a silent film.
You could, and he does his little dance in the grocery store, which is so much fun. Where he's like putting, isn't it amazing? Pudding can take you places, and he does that little jig in the grocery store, and it's a delight to watch him.
Yeah,
it's a very physical performance.
Yeah,
it's a great comedic performance on every level, but it's also a great dramatic performance.
Yeah, I wasn't like laugh out loud. But I was honestly more. I think I got the most laughs out of his sisters.
His sisters are very funny.
I think it's so funny that she just like shows up and is like absolutely grilling him.
They're always
like,
calling him.
Why are you so weird? Why are you like? It's so funny. I'm asking my sister the same thing all the time. Why are you so weird? This is my test to see if my sister's listening. But yeah.
But I also think this is a character with a very deep dramatic core. And the last thing I'll say about the comedy is it does tie into the PTA quote where he's like, Sandler makes me laugh, I find him funny.
Yeah. No, he makes me happy. Yeah.
In terms of dramatic ability, he's phenomenal in this.
Oh, yeah.
This is a character who's carrying around a deep rage, a deep sadness, because I think the core of Barry Egan is that this is a character who feels things very strongly.
Yeah.
He feels happiness strongly. He feels love strongly. He feels rage strongly. Mm-hmm. His mood swings are huge, but it's because he feels so much. And
that's been everybody around him and his entire life has been trying to like iron that out of him for his entire life, because they call him gay boy, probably because he is so like emotional. He has the like stereotypically like female quality of like feeling things very deeply and acting out like it, just like, so obviously all of his sisters are like, what, are you gay? Like, yeah. Anyways, so you can tell that like everybody around him has been trying to change him. He can't really trust anyone. Like he really confides in, is his name Walter, like the husband of his sister?
Yeah, his brother-in-law.
The dentist? Yeah. The brother-in-law, like he confides, he's never been able to confide in anybody. Like I genuinely watching this, I was like, how did you get like 7 people to work with you?
Well, that's another movie that like, I mean, the people who work with them.
Love him.
Louis Guzman is one of our great character actors. We'll get to another one of our great character actors later in the episode.
Oh, yes.
But Louis Guzman He's something else in this. I just find him so much fun when he's running around in that little warehouse.
Yeah.
I love how he just comes with Sandler for the pudding journey.
I love it.
When they go to the grocery store, you got Sandler running with the display. Sandler's running with the display of pudding, and Louis Guzman's running after him with the cart.
But I think a lesser movie would make Louis Guzman like this over the top, like he's the one that we're laughing at in every scene.
No, he's so chill. I kind
of love that he's like just like steady. Like he's just Sandler's rock.
Even when his one bit that's a bit slapstick comedy when he falls out of the chair. When Sandler's talking to him, he just falls back out of the chair. I don't know. He gets to play like a bit of a straight man. I find that a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But when you were talking about him talking to Walter, that's a great encapsulation of this movie because it toes the line between funny, sincere, but also deeply emotional. You've got the bit where he's like, "You're a doctor. Can you help me find someone to talk to?"
I'm a dentist. Or just like, help me. What's my problem? Help me.
But at the same time, he just like bursts into tears. And you really feel for him.
But even the way he bursts into tears, like the way he like huddles and makes himself
it's
small
like childlike.
and like it's very childlike. It feels like a gag. It feels like because it's like it's definitely
like
sad and it's more like sad, but it's like why is him expressing emotion like so uncomfortable? You know what I mean? Like it's uncomfortable because like he's this guy in a suit and he looks like a dude and he carries something that's huge.
Even the suit is I think this feels like the first time where I picked this up. But the fact that him wearing the suit on that first day is the first day he's worn that suit. And it's like, no, I'm going to start acting more adult and professional and composed. So I'm going to buy one bright blue suit.
He read like a self-help book and it's like, you need to get color in your wardrobe. Spice up your life.
And he gets this bright blue suit and everybody's like, what's with the suit? Like what? You self-plungers and he's wearing like... it is very silly, but at the same time, it tells us something about this character. And so much of this movie is working both of those angles. And it's doing it in almost a perfect way.
Oh, yeah. It toes the line for sure.
Is this your favorite Sandler movie and favorite Sandler performance?
This is definitely... The thing is like, I didn't grow up on this one. I think this is the best Sandler movie for sure, but...
It might be my favorite. It's this or Uncut Gems.
But, like, I have, like... I feel like I'm connected... Like, I grew up on, like, bedtime stories. So it's, like, bedtime stories, which, like... I was, like, trying to... like, can we please get in the top... Can we get in the Mount Rushmore?
Absolutely not.
If there was a fifth spot, guarantee. But, no, that one I love. That one's my childhood. I love Just Go With It. I do like that one with Jennifer Aniston. But no, this one I definitely think is the absolute best movie that he's in and probably like ever will be in.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
I think Jay Kelly's great too. I think you do need to shout that out.
I think both of his Baumbach performances. I mean, we haven't got to talk about the Baumbach performances yet, but Merowitz Stories, where it's him and Stiller, and Dustin Hoffman. That's a really good movie that I saw in high school, and I
Okay, I don't know that. Can you pitch it?
Dustin Hoffman's like a shitty artist father, and those are his two sons.
Okay.
And I don't know. It does feel like Sandler doing, I don't know, one of those classic New York, I don't want to say literature movies, but almost a little academic, dysfunctional family. Like it's very like, I don't know, Franzen. I like Jay Kelly more, but I think his performance in Merowitz might be a little better. I think he's a little more to do in Merowitz.
But I don't think we get another Punch Drunk Love from him. Because I do think him being, like, kind of, like... I think there is something to this movie and this performance where it's, like, this is your chance to show us. Like, you know what I mean?
But it never feels showy.
It doesn't feel showy, but it feels like this is his first time having a crack at, like, drama that, like, people will see him in.
A lot of talk around Punch Drunk Love is how do you go from Magnolia to Punch Drunk Love?
Well, you go from that because everybody thought Magnolia was way too long. Everybody's like, and he was like, I'm not making this any longer.
But it feels like the artist instinct, and I think now we're getting into Paul Thomas Anderson talk, which is going to dominate this episode, because of course it is. There's that artist...
I think we should bring up Jack and Jill before we get into that.
Why are we bringing up Jack and Jill? I'm so fucking sick of talking about Jack and Jill on this podcast.
Sorry, I know you were. That's why I brought it up.
We're on a 6th streak now. I guess we got to continue it.
We're We're getting into PTA.
I think a lot of conversation when this came out was how do you go from Magnolia, this big, sprawling, 3-hour-long epic that almost becomes biblical in scale and in reference, to a 90-minute rom-com with Adam Sandler. That is almost completely opposite in style, while Magnolia is dark and it's raining the whole time. Punch Drunk Love is fun and vibrant and colorful. And I think there's something in artist instinct. And I think the first stage of PTA's career, you can almost split into two, between movies that are based around instinct and movies that are kind of based more around intellect. And it's such a left turn. There's an instinct to go left, which he talks about. And how do you make something... It's making something that's the opposite of what you made before.
Okay.
In every way.
Does he try to do that in his career all the time?
I kind of think he does. The first 3 movies are a bit of an exception because they are building on, stylistically, Altman Scorsese Demi. And they're bigger versions of the one that came before. And with Magnolia, it's, you're not going to make it any bigger. You've done this. You've perfected this version of your style.
Yeah.
Time to do a new one. And he's still riffing on the same influence.
Right.
It's Altman, it's Demi, it's Cassavetes. I think there's a lot less Scorsese in this one.
Right.
But instead of taking their stylistic approach, he's taking their thematic approach. And this is, PTA is one of our most empathetic filmmakers to people. And it's him taking the care that these directors he loves have for their characters and making a movie based around that. He clearly loves Barry Egan.
Oh, yeah.
And Barry Egan is by far the sweetest, most caring, even silliest character that he's kind of ever done.
Okay.
And it's a complete left turn from what came before. He's still riffing on the same influences. It's still PTA. He still has that core, but he's taking a sharp left turn.
Yeah.
I think this movie also moves with instinct.
Yeah.
PTA often talks about how, and I mean, favorite screenwriter of all time, he writes the best characters of anybody who works in film. But he talks about a lot in interviews how he knows his movies are turning out well when it doesn't feel like he's writing them. It feels like the characters are instinctively moving the movie forward. And this is a movie with you got your clear 3-act structure. But Barry Egan as a character is so full of life that it does feel like he's the one driving the movie.
Yeah.
This is what makes it a good Sandler performance, is because he's got such a great foundation with the script, is he can drive this movie.
He really feels like a full person because we get to sit with him for enough time and through enough situations and watch enough interactions that we can tell that he's someone who is used to hiding and not trying to draw too much attention to himself. He does what he thinks he's supposed to do because he grew up as like the only boy, but somehow that brought more attention to him, even though he has like, how many, 7 sisters or something like that. But it's also a great time to be watching him in his life because he's reaching out for help. We have that great moment with the brother-in-law, and then he calls the hotline, and it's just like we're watching him in his little bubble, like he's pacing the way he paces around the apartment.
I mean, that's the scene where you can do the Scorsese. That's Taxi Driver.
Yeah. Like he's pacing around. He's like, and you can actively see as he's doing this, he's like, oh my God, this is why I don't do this fucking shit. Like, it also feels kind of like After Hours in that way, where it's like, oh my God, like, why did I do this?
I mean, this is another movie where the Safdies are clearly taking a lot from.
Yeah, I got a lot of like After Hours from this, and then I also got a lot of Anora vibes. This feels like proto-Anora kind of.
In which way?
Because it's just like, it feels like it turns into different movies. Like like I think it starts out as like, okay, this is a guy and he's going to try and scam, or he's going to try and take advantage of this discount thing, or but also it just like it turns into a different movie. There's the romantic aspect of it, like it's just, and obviously the whole like the goons come out of nowhere and
There's
they
some
jump
good
on
goons in
like,
this one.
do you see how I kind of find that correlation where it's like,
yeah, I do think
it's kind of a romance movie, it's kind of a comedy movie, kind of is a gangster movie, like it's
it morphs and it moves. And I mean, that's what we're talking about, how this is a movie that feels like it's driven by instinct. Is it's not just his characters that are moving with instinct, and that's the thing about where it's like love is making you do crazy things. Where it's like he's gonna go fly to Hawaii.
Yeah.
I need to go to Hawaii. I need to go see
Yeah.
Lena Leonard. But the movie itself, in the style, moves with instinct. It floats from scene to scene.
Totally.
There are times when it almost becomes this kaleidoscope of color. And I don't know why those kaleidoscopes of color happen. I don't understand.
I still don't, but
they
it feels
feel
nice.
right.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean by instinct.
Yeah.
I don't think, and I mean this as a compliment, I don't know if PTA understands every single aspect of these early movies.
I don't think he does either.
But they all feel
because it's like,
right.
what is the, like, literally what is the piano doing there? Like, I tried to think about that. I was like, what is that him, like, he picked it up and he doesn't know why, but that's him being like, I'm going after something for the first time in my life. And it's like, it feels like he's turning a new chapter. Like, I feel like I'm putting meaning into things that aren't there.
But he's a true artist in that way.
Yeah.
But there are very few artists who can operate based on this much instinct, and it comes out perfect.
Totally. You can see the beats, and it feels like, okay,
his characters are so well realized.
Yeah, he called the hotline, and it's not just like, oh shit, he got scammed, because like obviously he's gonna get scammed if he's reading all this information over the phone, but it's like, okay, so now we get to meet the people behind the scam, and then it feels right, and it doesn't ever feel like, oh, okay, we went a little bit too far with that B plot. You know what I mean? Everything fits very nicely together. Like, even when it comes to like the pudding and the sister and the flying to Hawaii and the business, and it just, everything really fits together very nicely to create, like, I'm seeing this character that I'm really interested in at a very interesting point in his life.
Yep.
Like, it's not just like well, here's the slice of life and this is Barry. It's like, no, like, I get to know him. Like, it's so perfectly set up in that way, and I think a lot of credit to Sandler for that too.
He's
because
phenomenal.
we see so many sides of him and all of his different emotions, and and I just love, it's so satisfying to watch him, like, he moves so unexpectedly, because it's like, okay, he literally just, like, he absolutely fumbled with Lena. Sorry.
Where will his emotions take him?
Yeah, and then he turns around, and then he goes back, and then it's so exciting, and yeah, I don't, that's how I agree with you in that it instinctually, the movie is very instinctual. Yeah. Is that what you're trying to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very specific romance. A lot of modern Hollywood romances are two hot people with will they, won't they problems.
Yeah.
I think PTA...
There are two baddies.
Yeah.
Lena and Barry.
I think, but the reason why people love the PTA romance movies is because they're so specific into the individual dynamics that make each of these loves work. And there's a thing with Cassavetes where you don't totally understand sometimes why his characters are together on the surface. When you look at it, you're like, these two are an awful fit. But you peel the layers back and you realize they have a very core bond.
Like A Woman Under the Influence? Is that what
A Woman Under the Influence is a lot like that. Minnie and Moskowitz is the classic example where it's like, Seymour Castle is not the kind of man that Gina Rollins imagines herself with. But...
What type of specific romance do you think this one is? What do you mean?
Do they seem on the surface like a perfect fit?
No.
Like, you would be like, okay, he's clearly... I mean, when she goes to meet him, he doesn't show that he's interested, really. And then she goes back in and is like, I'm going for dinner, you're coming with me.
Yeah.
But
then... A thing I really noticed this time is when he's explaining to her this pudding thing, and she just goes like, "You're crazy," and I was like, "What? How could you say that to him?"
But with PTA showing these very specific dynamics of love, I like the scene where they're in the hotel room in Hawaii, where she's like, I want to chew your face. And he's like, I want to hit you with a hammer.
Yeah,
That
is punch-drunk love to me.
I think that's kind of beautiful. And you see it also in Phantom Thread. There's the scene where Kiss me, my dear, before I become sick, or whatever the line is. I mean, spoilers for Phantom Thread. But when she poisons him because she wants him to feel weak so she can take care of him.
Yeah.
So she can show that he needs her. I mean, these are two people on the surface who do not appear to mesh, but share a core bond that gives the other person what they need to exist. They also are the two most colorful characters. He's got this bright blue suit that he wears the entire movie, and she's always wearing, like, deep reds and purples and these, like, monochrome outfits. Whereas everybody else, they dress like normal people. Yeah. Like, when he goes to the dinner and he sees his sister and he sees all the brother-in-laws who are all dressed like kind of blue-collar wear or... I don't know, dress shirts tucked into chinos. They look like normal people. Yeah. Whereas Lena and Barry both stand out. Yeah. And they're very colorful.
Yeah. And they're trying so hard to, like, not stand out for the wrong reasons.
Yes.
But they can't really help it.
And I mean, technical elements, beautiful movie.
Oh, yeah, it's gorge. It looks awesome.
He does find a way, and I mean, people talk about this with One Battle, but you can see it here. He finds a way to make ordinary, contemporary areas feel beautiful and alive.
Even the, like,
empty
dingy
streets.
Apartment hallways that he runs through, like, it feels like... Even, it just feels lived in. Like, it's like, it doesn't feel gross and, ew, she lives, like, in a really gross place. It literally is just, like... It's just, for some reason, and maybe it's because that he's the one who's lighting up the screen, against this, like, backdrop of, like, what we're used to seeing. But no, like, I agree with you in that, like, the entire movie just looks very beautiful, especially that iconic kiss.
The kiss in Hawaii is obviously the best shot. Like, it's so... It's beautiful.
It's iconic. Like it's a natural, like, gradient, and it's so colorful, and it looks awesome.
I love the street when he's running away from the thugs the first time, but, like, he just finds a way to make these empty streets look beautiful. Yeah. And he just, movie after movie, he places a lot of them in California, in the San Fernando Valley. He just knows how to shoot these places. Yeah. He just knows how they should look on film. And these beautiful sunsets and these deep colors. The parade in Hawaii looks fantastic. Oh, yeah. It's such a just a cool backdrop for a scene to take place. Yeah. Looks great. The score.
Yeah, I love the song choice of He Needs Me, He Needs Me. It's so dreamy, but it's coming from the perspective of the woman that he's in pursuit of. And I think that and I guess it's very similar to, like, the Phantom Thread connection you were talking about, where it's like he really just feels needed. And in a different way of, like, Barry, you gotta show up for dinner. Barry, you gotta show up and do this. What are you doing with your life? How's the business going? It feels like I'm needed by a girl that I love. And I just think that I love that song is coming from her perspective. I just think it shows their connection really well, and it's so dreamy, and it's not like, as much as we're, like, stressed with him and how are you ever going to find him, it feels like, of course they're going to find each other. Like, it's sense shown.
I think the thing this score starts in the PTA filmography is these very, like, idiosyncratic instrumental scores. Early on in his career, it's with Boogie Nights, with God Only Knows is an iconic needle drop. There's the Amy Mann song all the characters sing along to in Magnolia. It's an instrumental score. And I think this is what Greenwood starts building off of with There'll Be Blood and Further. Especially, there's the ties in piano between One Battle After Another and this. Where they give this, like, weird texture in almost... I don't know, they're all special. Like, it feels distinct, and they feel unpredictable. Yeah. When the piano starts moving in this, and the same as One Battle, you never really know where the scene's about to go. No. And I think that's what's so good about both of those scores, as well as a lot of PTA scores, where it's like, it feels like sound's coming from everywhere. And I think this is a beautiful, beautiful score. Yeah. And I think both of his two romances, this and Phantom Thread, have gorgeous scores.
Totally. I agree.
Now, we usually talk about, with our actors, is this the best movie they've done? Is this the best performance? Paul Thomas Anderson. Where does this go in the PTA filmography?
I'm on the spot. It's second for me. Second for me. Number 1 is Boogie Nights, obviously. This segment is called Do You Understandler? I couldn't come up with it. But Do You Pacino was like the best shit of all time.
This episode is already 80 hours long.
Alright, Do You Understandler? Alright. Name one of Sandler's 2 daughters.
Jackie.
No, that's his wife's name.
Oh.
Which Michael Mann movie did Sandler almost have a role in?
Collateral. He almost played the Jamie Foxx
That is
character.
correct. In what year in the 90s did Adam Sandler first release his first studio album?
96.
93.
Oh.
What is Sandler's middle name? A. Howard. B. Benjamin. C. Richard. D. Nicholas.
Howard.
No, it's Richard.
Oh.
How many major injuries has Sandler suffered in his pickup basketball career?
None.
2. A broken ankle and a very bad shoulder injury. He just goes hard. What was the name of Sandler's 2025 comedy tour? A. You're My Best Friend tour. B. Love You tour. C.
Love You.
Sandler on tour. D. Sandler live.
Love You.
No, it's You're My Best Friend tour.
Oh.
7. What is Sandler's highest grossing film worldwide? Think.
Hotel Transylvania.
Which one?
The original?
No, the third one.
That's
Summer Vacation.
Oh. Kind of a good movie.
It's actually very good. The bit with the skeleton, oh my god, it's great. Anyways, Sandler's character in Punch Drunk Love has 7 sisters. Which of these is not one of their names? A. Nicole. B. Susan. C. Jane. D. Rhonda.
There's no Susan?
There's no Jane.
Ugh.
In 2011, Sandler was the second highest earning actor after who?
In 2011?
Yeah.
Well, you in 2011.
Like, you want me to name all of them?
Name every movie that came out in 2011. I don't know. Scarlett Johansson.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
In 2011?
Yeah. 10. Which famous couple did Adam Sandler buy his house from?
I don't know.
Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
Oh, no way.
I know.
Kurt Russell. We gotta do a Kurt Russell miniseries.
We
soon.
do. So you got 1 out of 10.
Okay. You want to do your impression?
I feel like it's very close to my Al Pacino, unfortunately, but Chalamet.
Round of applause.
Thanks,
Woo!
guys. Thanks.
That was incredible.
I can't top Emmett's, unfortunately.
No, Emmett, I think he wins.
He did good. I don't even think we need to ask
I don't really know
anybody.
why Yeah, I know. It's kind of like, oh, well, you just won the impression game.
It's
like,
great. No, everybody.
I don't think anybody...
Andy probably won trivia, too.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's beaten that.
No. Anyways.
Anything you want to shout out?
Shout out to you guys for streaming this freaking podcast and for participating in our March Madness. I'm really excited to figure out who next month is going to be. I'm rooting personally for Jennifer Lawrence, which is good because she's winning today. But yeah, keep voting on the Instagram.
You all are ruining the day of Dakota.
The choice is yours. And yeah, March 17th, Minotaur will be out. And yeah, thanks for listening. Very, very happy to have people listen to us talk.
It's great. Please go vote Dakota. No,
Dakota, if you're voting Dakota, stay in line.
She'll already be eliminated by the time this is on, but you can still vote.
Yes.
Write in ballots.
Yeah, right.
DM us. No, from the men's side, I think I'm rooting for Mescal. I think Mescal would be a fun series.
Yeah. I think I'm rooting for Teller because I want to talk Whiplash.
That would be a good series as well.
Yeah, that's my favorite movie ever. So, yeah.
We're not bringing you on that episode.
Shoot, it's too bad.
I'm doing that one solo. Just me, the camera. I'm talking straight into it. It'll be our longest episode.
Yeah, you're just drumming. Just drumming.
It'll be our longest episode, maybe our most viewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just sweaty and bloody.
I take a break.
You recreate the whole movie by yourself.
I take a break halfway through, just start punching stuff. you like skip to the video. It's like halfway through. It's like that shot in Raging Bull where it's like De Niro, in like solitary confinement, where he's just punching the brick wall. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, I never know how to end these episodes.
We'll figure it out, but today we aren't. Tune in next week for us to figure out an
Tune in
outro.
next week for Grown Ups with my buddy Richard. It's going to be a good episode. It's going to be funny. We get to talk about maybe the last good Sandler comedy.
It's dicey. Hubie. Anyways.
Grown Up sure is something.
It is.
It's going to be... I haven't watched that one in maybe a decade.
No, that was one of my sister's favorite movies ever.
Nice. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in to the Coyote Picture Club. Come back next week for Grown Ups. Thank you for watching. Make sure to rate, review, subscribe, comment, wherever the heck you're watching this from.
We love you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, there we go. Oh, fuck. That's a long episode.
Dang. Sorry, guys. That took a really long time.
Yeah, that was awesome. Heard the recorded line. That's definitely the longest episode.
Well, a lot of it we're going to have to cut out because we were a mess.
I wasn't sure what this was through the wall, so I was like,
Oh,
are they
God.
dapping each other up?
Yeah, no, Great fucking
Oh, that's
No, he
awesome.
was actively not doing that to me. No, he was actually saying you fucked up.
The other one, yeah.
Oh, we're still recording. Should I just leave all this shit in?
Yeah, do it.
Okay, goodbye.
That's so major.
Goodbye, everybody.
Woo! Yeah!
You're still recording?
Turn it off. Ow!